subscribe and click the bell icon to turn on notifications.
We've made the files the instructor uses in this tutorial available for free. Just click the link below in the video details to get these.
Hello everyone and welcome back to this course on Word 2019 Advanced. We're down into section 14 where we're taking a look at how we can protect our Word documents from unwanted changes. And in the first module in this section, we took a look at how you can utilize the read-only option to prevent accidental changes. And we're going to pick up in this module where the last module left off. So currently I still have my random text document on the screen. And currently this document has read-only protection. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that read-only protection. So let's jump up to the File tab, back down into Info, and you can see here I have this little yellow warning box that says, to prevent accidental changes, this document has been set to open as read-only. So what I'm going to do to remove that is just click the Protect Document drop-down and deselect Always Open Read-Only. This is essentially a little toggle, so when I click on it again, it removes that protection. Now, what we're going to do in this module is we're going to take a look at a different type of document protection. And once again, you'll find it in this drop-down, and it's this one just here, Restrict Editing. And you can see it says control the types of changes others can make. Now, this is the option that you'll want to use if you want to have a little bit more control over which parts of your document people can edit. So it might be that you want people to be able to edit certain heading styles. Maybe they can modify heading 1s but not heading 2s. Or maybe you have some kind of form in your Word document and you want people to be able to complete the form but not modify anything else within that document. These are the types of scenarios where restricting the editing is going to be your best option. And you can see here that I have on the right hand side a restrict editing pane that's opened with 3 distinct sections: formatting restrictions, editing restrictions, and then start enforcement. So really here you can select either number 1 or number 2, or you can select both of them. And then once you've made your selections in these first 2 areas, you can say, yes, I want to start enforcing this protection. So let's take a look at this first one. This is where you would come if you want to limit your formatting to a selection of styles. So if I check this option, I have a little settings link underneath, and you can see here it says what it's going to do. It says by restricting formatting to the styles you select, you prevent the ability to modify styles and the ability to apply direct formatting to the document. Select the styles you want to allow to be used in this document. And if you look at the little window underneath, you can see it says checked styles are currently allowed. So currently I have everything checked. So if I was to share this document with someone else, as this is now, everything that's checked can be modified. So I can go in and I can deselect or select certain things that I want to allow people to be able to change. And remember, this just relates to styles. Underneath, I also have 3 buttons, so I can choose to select all, the recommended minimum, or none. Now I'm going to leave it on none for the moment. You'll also notice underneath we have some other options, so you can allow auto format to override formatting restrictions. You can also block a theme or scheme switching. Now I'm going to select that option as well. And you can also block quick style set switching as well. So this really locks down what people can do when it comes to the styles within your document. I'm going to click on OK. So now it's telling me that this document may contain formatting or styles that aren't allowed. Do you want to remove them? Now I'm going to say no. Now the second option I have in this restrict editing pane is I can apply some editing restrictions. So I can say only allow this type of editing in this document. And when I click the drop down arrow, I can choose to allow only editing for track changes, comments, filling in forms, or I can set it to read-only access. So maybe I want people to be able to comment but not actually change anything else. I might restrict the editing to comments only. Or I might want people to be able to track changes only in the document but not change any of the actual text. And you'll see when I select to allow people to comment, I can also add in some exceptions. So again, it says select parts of the document and choose users who are allowed to freely edit them. So if I wanted to allow Adam, for example, to only edit the comments in my document, I can select more users and then choose Adam's name from my Outlook address book. Now, I'm actually not going to apply any editing restrictions, so I'm going to deselect that option. So currently on this document, I have some formatting restrictions, but no actual editing restrictions. So once you've set your options, you then say, yes, I want to start enforcing protection. And Word is going to ask you to enter in a password. So I'm just going to set a password on this, and then I need to re-enter to confirm and click on OK. Now, at any time after I've set this type of protection, I have the option to stop protection. And you'll see in this restrict editing pane, right at the bottom, I have a button that says stop protection. Now, I'm not going to do that for the time being. I'm just going to close down this pane and close down this document. So now let's jump back in and reopen our document. And you'll notice something very interesting. So currently I'm clicked in this first heading where it says video, and this has a heading 1 style applied to it. So if I decided that I wanted to change this to a heading 2, if you now look on the home ribbon in the styles group, you can see that all of my styles have disappeared apart from the normal style. So normal style is what I have applied to the body of my document, and it's the only style I have available in this particular document, because if you remember, when it comes to formatting changes, I restricted all formatting changes to this document, so you can't come in and make any changes to these styles. What I also did is I blocked the ability to change themes. So if we jump up to the design ribbon, you can see that my themes button is completely grayed out, as is my colors and my fonts and my effects options. So very quickly, I've managed to restrict any changes being made to the document styles. And as I mentioned, at any point when you're working on your document, you can stop enforcing this protection. So if we jump back up to File and go into Info, and we want to go back down into Restrict Editing, it's going to open up that pane, and I'm going to click Stop Protection at the bottom, and it's going to ask me to enter in my password to unprotect the document. And there we go. And I can now jump in there, deselect Limit Formatting to a selection of styles. I'm going to click on Settings, and I'm going to untick Block Theme or Scheme Switching. Click on OK, close my pane down, and you can now see that I have my themes back again, and I can switch between them. So there we go, that is it. That is how you restrict editing to certain parts of your Word document. In the next module, I'm going to show you how you can encrypt your document with a password, so please join me for that.
If you're not a subscriber, click down below to subscribe so you get notified about similar videos we upload. To get the files the instructor used in this tutorial and follow along, click over there. And click over there to watch more videos on YouTube from Simon Says It.